our students have been told a lie ever since they were little, because parents and teachers tell them that do what you love to do and you'll be successful. I think that is an American lie. In Asia, parents tell you you're no good unless you're a doctor or a lawyer or a president. So, and unless you're number one, you're not good. So, a lot of Asian kids grow up with just such a competition that you have to play the piano, you have to do this, you have to do that, where American kids think, oh, I can do whatever I love to do, then I will be successful. So, my whole thing that we're going to talk about today is why America really needs tiger moms. And the example that I've used is that I love music, but I'm a terrible singer. Scott's nodding.
I'm just agreeing that I'm a terrible singer.
So, like everyone knows that I'm not a good singer. So what I've done is I built a karaoke system at home that is kind of state of the art. And I have a bar right in the middle. And I did that last year because I've just worked so much, like 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, and Bob's been with me for I don't know how many years, like 20 years that he has seen me, like when I was young and stupid until like now old and wise, or not wise, but still old and stupid. But we've been together for a long time. And during that time, he has probably never seen that side of me. But now, I have a lot of friends coming over whenever, there is a time. So what I talk about is that career is where you make money, and hobby is where you spend the money. So there's a big distinction between hobby and career, and our students today will be here to talk about their experiences at Fremont College. So today, what we want to do is kind of like give you a glimpse of what we have done here at Fremont College and have our students come in and talk a little bit about their background. So what we're going to do is, have a seat, guys. And do a quick introduction of who you are, what you do, and talk about what your favorite karaoke song is. And if you have an experience of what you have done, you're welcome to share that as well. So Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott Leonard, and I have been running marketing and advertising agencies for about 20 years. And my favorite karaoke song, I'm not sure what it is, but it would be the shortest song ever written. Actually, I think there's a band that just did a song that was complete silence. I need to find out what the name of that is, and that'll be my favorite karaoke song.
What is your favorite karaoke?
What's that?
What is it?
The shortest song ever written. And I think there's a song that's complete silence. I'm going to figure out what the name of that is and bring it to you. It's John Cage, right? Because he gained Spotify, right? Yeah. That's awesome. That's my favorite Spotify.
Okay, so I'm Ron Lin. I guess I'm a software and technology entrepreneur here in LA. Currently an entrepreneur in residence with 10110 Ventures, which is a VC fund kind of in Century City. Karaoke, so I think my approach to karaoke, because I don't like karaoke. Well, I'm not good at karaoke either.
You're disinvited now.
No. I mean, listen, I like the experience. I like other people singing. My approach is to basically just sing something ludicrous. So usually I go for Britney Spears. And I think I'm just a girl, but no doubt also works pretty well. So that's my approach with it.
Hi, my name is Consuelo Asper. I am creative director of a fashion label called Coco Lancelotti, and I guess my favorite karaoke song is Cyndi Lauper, True Colors, but I usually just choose whatever most ridiculous song. I think it's all about being silly and having fun.
Hi, I'm Robert Strauss. I'm the Dean of Taft Law School, and as Sabrina knows, I'm the most boring person on earth. And as part of that reputation, I've never been to a karaoke bar. So I can't tell you what my favorite song would be.
My name is Murray Johansson. I have an organization called Legacy, which is skill-based learning, primarily focused in transformational leadership. I actually I have a voice like frog, so my favorite karaoke song is the one I don't have to sing. And so I've made it an art not to sing in karaoke situations like in Asia, so I've tried to avoid this as all possible.
Hi, I'm Jackie Myers. I'm the president and CEO of Ink for All, which is a small office supply company. Yeah, I don't sing. If I were to try to sing, my cats would run as far from me as they could. I don't even sing in the car, so yeah, I'm going to have to pass on the karaoke song.
Hi, my name is Jeff Levine. I'm the president of Levine Management Group. We are a real estate management company specializing in apartment communities throughout Southern California. And I love to sing. And my favorite song to sing karaoke is Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are.
Wow, okay.
Top of that. I'm Colin O'Brien. I've owned a couple of online marketing agencies and sold them here in LA. I own an app company right now. We build small business apps. I don't know if this is appropriate, but I've only ever sang one karaoke song.
Okay.
It's Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On. Pretty good job, I'm not gonna lie. You're up.
I'm Emily Diener. I'm the Southern California recruiter with Burke Williams Spas. I love karaoke. I grew up singing my whole life, and me and my sister love doing duets. Typically, we go on cruise ships for our big family gatherings, and so we'll get round of applause sometimes. But we're really big fans of Don't Stop Believing. We'll do it in a duet style.
That is a song that all entire groups sing.
Exactly.
Get it
So
going.
always a good song to sing.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Leah Lahano. Thank you for inviting me. It's my first time here. I've been in medical management for about 20 years now, and my favorite karaoke song is anything my kids will make me sing with them. So whatever duet I can do, usually a High School Musical song or something. Thank you.
My name is Lee Page. I do sing. I'm not going to sing today, but I'm the supervising paralegal at the U.S. Attorney's Office. I'm also president of Novus Lumen Consulting, and I'm a professor of legal studies at Mount San Antonio College.
I'm Tom Levin. I'm an attorney with Laser Weil. I listen to jazz in my office that has no words, so there's no favorite karaoke song.
Hi, my name is Yeva Peronian, spelled like Eva. I represent the National Academy of Sports Medicine. We actually are the leader in certifying personal trainers, and I work with schools like Fremont to adopt our programs. As far as karaoke, I like to do, it depends on whether or not I've had a drink, but I'm a fan of R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly, and Mariah Carey, Vision of Love, because there are notes that you can't hit and you sound so ridiculous that people can just laugh with you, not at you.
Hi, my name is Carrie Harrington, and I'm the regional recruiter for the Orange County region for Massage Envy. And I know some of those too. I'm not a big karaoke person. I cannot carry a tune, but I'm an 80s child, so I guess anything from the late 70s to 80s would be okay.
Thanks for having me today, Sabrina. So I've been working for Massage Envy for the past 6 years. I represent the location Hermosa Beach. I'm the general manager and co-owners there. I love Lana Del Rey, and any song I love, but in particular Rye and Blue Jeans.
Yeah. Well, let's go to our students now.
I think you missed them.
You want to go to our faculty table here? Okay.
My name is Lance Followell. I'm the lead faculty in the sports rehab therapy program. And I have the worst singing voice of all time, so I really don't do karaoke, but if I had to, I would pick a song from Journey.
Well, you guys can sing together, and we can help you out.
Hi, my name is Bill Tortu. I'm an instructor in the paralegal program. I have to say the music director at my church has asked me not to sing. I take this as a directive from Providence, so I would.
Hi, I'm Jason Hudenback. Honestly, I don't think there's enough drinking that would get me to do anything singing-wise, so I don't even have a song potentially that I would likely pick. So that will be my simple answer for that.
Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan Deitch. I'm the Dean of Education and the Director of Online Learning. And if I was held at gunpoint and forced to choose a song in a karaoke bar, I'd pick an instrumental, and it would really be for the health and safety of the Philippines.
Hi everyone, my name is Arlene Malconi, and I'm the Dean of the Paralegal Studies program here at Fremont. And those who know me know that I love karaoke, and I have a horrible voice, but I don't care. And my warm-up song that I always start off with is Madonna's Borderline. It's kind of good one.
My name is Stacy Rodriguez. I am the Dean for the Wellness programs that we offer here at Fremont. And I guess a warm-up song would be Hotel California Eagles. It's always a good one. Yeah. That's it. Okay. That's a warm-up before I get into my morning call.
Jerry and Lisa, you guys want to just yell it out?
Yeah, my name is Jerry Mendoza. I'm the Director of Career Development here at the college. I also don't sing, but if I could, I'd do anything by Justin Timberlake. He's the man. That's really it.
Hi, I'm Lisa Ingoldsby. I'm the Compliance Officer here at Fremont College. And any Celine Dion or Whitney Houston song. Yes. But I can't sing though.
And today, I'm just so thrilled to have our students here. It's maybe once a year, maybe twice a year, we would like to bring our students to our program advisory committee meeting so that you know that everything that goes behind the scenes and all the curriculum and everything that, all the advice that you have given us have produced these wonderful, fabulous pride and joy of a Fremont College. So thank you for being here. And if you guys want to talk a little bit about like your background first, you're welcome to say what your favorite karaoke song is, but also at the same time, if you have something that was, kind of life-changing, story that has happened, what your past and what you're doing now, and how, Fremont College has helped you in your career choices or movements. So, Daryl, our leader of the pack.
Thank you. My name is Daryl Baskerville. I'm a graduate in the the School of Business. Old school R&B, very easily, and gospel, very easily. They tell me I can sing. I take their word for it. I probably would choose a song with Lee or this gentleman, with Marvin Gaye doing the duet. But if I was going by myself, it would probably be something with Bill Withers. Lee.
Oh, yeah. Hello, my name is John Rojas, and I'm a student at Fremont. I'm in the sports and rehab therapy program, and pretty much I would have to say that being able to pursue my goal of being in the sports medicine or sports rehab field is something that I'm proud of saying that I'm able to do now, and I'm actually accomplishing it little by little. As far as favorite song, I guess any song that I know the words to. As long as I know the words to it, I can have fun with it.
Hello, my name is Priscilla, and I go to Fremont College in Cerritos, and I'm also in the SRT program for sports rehabilitation. I absolutely love it. I enjoy that they have hands-on, because that's how I learn better, with hands-on rather than just like reading. And karaoke, I mostly sing in the car when I'm driving, as long as I usually sing the, what is it? Not the lyrics, the chorus. The chorus. That's what I like to sing. The chorus. But yeah, that's it. Thank you. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Sarah, and I also attend Cerritos College campus SRT program. Oh my goodness, I love Fremont. It's really small, community-like situation where everyone knows your name and it's like cheers. So karaoke, anything Whitney Houston, Destiny's Child, Otis Redding, I'm all about it. And me and my friends get really competitive, so we try and one-up each other every time we go up.
Hi, my name is Cindy Lemos. I graduated from Fremont College, LA campus, with my AA in sport rehabilitation, and I'm coming back for my bachelor's degree in healthcare management. I personally love this school. There's nothing I would change. I love Lance, Yumi, everybody who has helped me throughout the 4 years that I've been here. Thank you.
Everybody, my name is Mario Mena. I am a student in sports and rehabilitation therapy. I'm also an ambassador. It's an honor to be an ambassador here at the school with this great staff that we have here. This school has changed my life, and when we go about singing, I do not sing. Only in the shower and in the car, that's it. So, but yeah, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Cindy Polk. I am a current student here in paralegal program, and I really love this college, and it changed my life of the 22 years that I have been on this earth. And I would like to say I love everybody here in this campus. It motivates me and guide me into the right way. And as far as singing, no, I do not sing in front of nobody, but to myself in a closed door in my room. Yes.
So Cindy and Mario kind of talked about how the college changed your life.
Yes.
So if you can kind of talk a little bit more and elaborate a little bit about how it changed and what you guys did before you came to Fremont, that would be, I think, very interesting for us.
Prior to coming to Fremont, I attended Antelope Valley Medical College in Palmdale, it's Lancaster. I completed the EMT basic course, but when I completed it, I moved back to LA from Palmdale, because Palmdale is just, there's no work over there, it's just dead. So I came back over here, but I just didn't want to pursue it. I started getting nervous. I started seeing the 911 calls and everything, and I'm like, it's not for me. So, but then after I started, people were asking me, oh, can you give me a massage and this, and I would do it just to do it for them. And they said that, oh wow, why don't you start doing that and everything? I'm like, I don't know, because I don't think they get paid that good and everything. But I did it because ever since after what I went through, I had a slight accident. Since they helped me, I wanted to help other people. So I went back to school. They called me. I came in here, and a term later, I became ambassador. I started getting good grades and taking awards to my parents and telling them, that I could do it if I set my mind forward. So, that's where I am.
Well, what had changed my life is that I was attending El Camino College. That's in the Torrance area. And I've been there for 4 years. And I was kind of lost. I didn't know which guide to go. And I was still doing GE classes, trying to find a class, and everything was taken. And you can't really get the needs that you want there. And I was a biology major. And I was so into doing obstetrician, the OBGYN field, so dedicated to it until I discovered Fremont College. And I had a skill that I have never I was pushed away from, because my mom and my aunt, everybody said you're good in computers, you're good at writing and researching. So I took the chance and tried out paralegal, and that's a very interesting field for me. And I see that's something that I want to pursue. And like I'm also an ambassador here, and like I was always a good student in high school, but I would never like get the grades that I wanted. I'll get them, but it's not like how I wanted, like how it is here now. I'm a 4.0 student. What I really wanted to achieve. What I really wanted to achieve, and I also wanted to be in an honors program. So I feel like I can do that by coming here.
A lot of people say they would rather die than public speaking. So Cindy, that was great. So Daryl loves public speaking, right? Can you tell us a little bit about like how you got here and what you're doing, and your special moment here at the college?
I will. Thank you. Let's see. At 18,000 Studebaker Road, I shared this before, I think at the other PAC meeting, but I had an office on the second floor. I was in the real estate field. So I was actually there in 2004, before Fremont College came in 2007. And I would see, so when they moved in, I would see all these people going up in the elevator, and they had on their outfits, and they would invite me to come to these open houses and all this food. And I was like, so in my office, they were like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to the penthouse. So I spent a lot of time, observing Fremont College. I had no idea that I was going to be attending. I had a daughter that was in high school at the time, so I actually was kind of scouting it out to see if she might want to attend Fremont College. But something happened, to make a long story short, something happened with the position I was in the real estate field, and I decided to go back to school. And it was just like that. I just decided to go upstairs, I met Natasha, and I decided to go ahead and get involved in the business program. I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. I've sold everything from newspapers to, somebody named something I probably sold.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. I've sold just about everything. So I consider myself a marketing strategist. I work right now with a public speaker. I'm her publicity manager. We changed the title to public relations strategist and writer, because I write pretty well. So I travel with her. We're going to Riverside tomorrow. She got a call, text me just now and said we're going to Claremont on Saturday. And wherever she goes, I go. I assist her with whatever she does. I don't know if any of you have been through Toastmasters. I did Toastmasters. So in Toastmasters, you learn not only to be a public speaker, but to be a professional evaluator. And that's what I consider myself at this point, although they do call on me, just like now, to do an impromptu speech or a talk. But my main purpose with working with the speaker that I work with professionally is her evaluator. So I assist her, make sure everything is tight when we get to the locations. That's what I do.
Thank you, Daryl. Congratulations. Does PAC members have any questions for students? Of course. Lee.
I just have to. You all seem so accomplished. I probably don't need the mic. You all seem very, very accomplished, and you seem a lot more confident now than perhaps you were at the beginning of your Fremont experience. What has attending Fremont done for your confidence level? Has it really raised it to a point where you feel like you can do anything? Or are you still a little bit more fluid in saying, oh, I'm going to take a chance, I'm going to take a chance? Because, from listening to your stories, obviously, you know where you're going and what direction you want to take your lives. Has it done anything for you confidence-wise?
Cindy, I think you're ready to go, like leaning forward, so I'm going to put you on the spot.
Well, when I was in my AA sport rehabilitation course, I got a lot of experience with Lance and Dagmar. They put us in courses where we had to start off with our cover letter, resume, practicing our interviews. And at first I was very timid. I'm just like, no, somebody else go. So at that point I just gained confidence, and yeah, like anybody else?
Oh yeah, they're all confident.
Anybody else can relate?
Give me a shout out.
Shout out to you. In the beginning, it was very intimidating because this is my second time going through the college try, so I was really nervous that I wasn't gonna get into the habit of homework and studying and job and home. I thought it was really is making me anxious. Like I'm not gonna be able to do this. I barely could do it the first time. Second time around, I'm a little older, more responsibility. There's no way I can do this. But Fremont, the instructors and the staff, they made it so easy. If you have an issue, text them, call them. They're there. Ambassadors. Once I joined, it was just I felt more of a connection to the campus, and the staff's amazing. There's nothing I can say more about them. They're top notch, and they have these expectations of you, and you're like, there's no way I can make the dean's list. Are you crazy? I don't know. I'm not gonna be able. Next term you're there, and you're like, oh, I was able to do it. So you just need someone to believe in you, and they totally do. So.
Okay.
You already seem very confident.
Oh, thank you.
And bubbly.
Thanks.
That's all the
Yeah.
stuff we like.
So prior to this, I was attending Cerritos College, and like Cindy, I felt lost just because it was so hard to get the classes that I needed since there's like a lot of population there. So then when I came here, I felt like I had like a set goal because I knew that I was going to be able to get into the classes that I needed, and now like I know that I'm going to be able to graduate because I can get my classes. And definitely joining the ambassador team made me feel like more connected with my school, and I love that I was able to attend here. It's an honor. And yeah, it just made me feel really better that I'm able to like be a part of my school, be involved more in it, and know my teachers and classmates as well. So
Good job. Good job. John's ready to go with his own
I would have to. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, we can hear you.
I would have to say that prior to Fremont, I was always looking for a place where I could continue my education. And pretty much when I looked at the Fremont website, I pretty much saw something in the website where it had massage, which I wasn't really looking into, but it was a plus for me. And I was looking more towards the sports and rehab part, which is the PT area. And once I saw that all combined together, I was like, wow, this looks like the place where I need to be, you know? And pretty much, I gave it a shot, and, in the beginning I was like, am I able to do this? Even though I know I had the confidence of doing it, but, I just needed like that little kick in the behind and pretty much to push me in and say, you know what, it's all right, just make it happen, And once I finished my first term, and I realized that I achieved 4.0 Chancellor's Award, I was like, wow, I guess I do have it in me. It's just a matter of, letting go and having that confidence in me and continue. And thus far, to the present, I'm still 4.0 Chancellor's Award, and hopefully I finish strong, to the end.
No, you will. There's no hope that you will.
I will.
I'd like to say I like to read, and coming to Fremont College, I like to read what I want to read. And I think what happened when I came here, it was like this: you read what we want you to read. And I did that pretty well. I'm also a 4.0 student. I've been on the Chancellor's Award, had the Chancellor's Award in the honor roll for quite a few terms. But I think that's what it did for me. It caused me to realize that I can do sometimes some of the things that I don't want to do and still do it well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you guys talk about how you found out about Fremont College, and then if there was a second choice, like who were you choosing between? Just.
Love you for that one. All right, you guys.
The way I found out about Fremont, I received a call. I went on there. I wanted to go back to school because my ex-girlfriend, my mom, they were all pressured. Go back to school, back to school. You need a career. You need a.
Sorry, it's on. Just close.
they said they wanted me to go back to school. And I was like, yeah, but I'll go a little bit later. Al rato, mom, al rato. But then, yeah, and then I started going online, applying, and they're just blowing your phone. I'm like, yeah, I attended school. I have a meeting with the school later on this afternoon. It was a lie. I didn't have one. I didn't want to do any of the courses that they would offer. But then I received a call from the admissions over here, Martin. He gave me a call and he told me everything about it. He told me, you know what? You have a certification in EMT Basic, but if you go and you get a degree, you get a better job. It's better than just a certification. I was like, that's good. That's good. So after I procrastinated again, I missed 2 months of it. I started falling down more in the hole. And later I called Martin and I was like, hopefully he answers. He didn't answer, but he called me back in an instant. I told him, Martin, we got to do it tomorrow. He's like, what do you mean? I'm going to school tomorrow. That's what that means. And I'm here now. I told you, like, a term later, I made an ambassador. I'm getting good grades. I'm taking awards to my mom. I'm happy. I'm optimistic. I'm always positive here. That wasn't me back then. I was always negative. What if this? What if that? Oh, but this looks hard. Oh, I don't like math. I don't know. But here, it's like, I know I could do it. I have it. The staff, the teachers, they all help me. They've all helped everybody. They make it so easy. They make it like it's 5th grade. Easy, simple. You just need to put your effort in. You gotta have that drive to do it. You gotta want to do it so you complete everything.
Absolutely.
I'm a daydreamer. I daydream a lot. Oh man, I wish I could make it to the NFL. I got big dreams.
Might be an inch or two short,
but you need to strive yourself. You need to strive yourself. You need
Yeah.
to thrive yourself. You need to push yourself. Give it all you can. And that's
So
why I'm here.
Mario, what was your second choice, or was there a second choice?
Second choice? We're just going back to EMT. Back to EMT.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You made the right choice.
Yeah.
You did.
Thank you.
Cindy, you can make it brief if you don't want to do a long speech.
Breathe.
Well, how I found out about Fremont College was that, like, I was looking for jobs while I was attending El Camino. I was, like, so in need of a job. My mom, she didn't want me to get a job, but I was just looking for money, and I could try to balance school out. And so one day I got a call from Aida. She was like, well, what are you interested in Fremont College? Like, what type of programs? I just said criminal justice, because that was like my first choice before I chose biology as my major. And so she was like, okay, well, come in. So I came in, she told me about it. But I also had another choice. It was like sports and rehab therapy, because I was into sports. Wanted to be like, I was so into basketball at the time, but now that's not no more. So I just did paralegal, and I felt like that was the right choice for me with my writing. And I always heard before, like, I was a good writer, and I didn't believe I'm a good writer. But I used to just write stuff for my own self, but now I got like the confidence that I am a good writer, and I believe that I am. And like to the second question, what's my second choice? I didn't have a second choice. It was either go back to El Camino and waste my years again, or either possibly just look for something else, like a job or something. So that's my answer.
It all worked out. Made a good choice.
How I found out about Fremont College was one day I just started looking online, like how to find, for physical therapy. And I came across Fremont College. I'm just like, oh, I think it's a pop-up. Like, I think it's just not for me. So I exited. And then when I got back on Google, it popped up again. I'm just like, okay. So I started writing my name. I started writing what day I would start. And I got a call. I believe it was Martin or someone else. But either way, I just the way they communicated, they actually wanted you to come and fulfill your dream. And they're like, if you start now, they even give me a graduation date. When I went to PCC for like 2 years, I didn't have a graduation date. They're just like, take these courses. Once you take those courses, then you could come back and see us. It's like, okay. So I was really amused with the fact that they have a graduation date. Now, in order to reach the graduation, it's a lot from your effort. Thank you. It's just on yourself, like how you motivate yourself, how you balance your time. And this is my second year coming back for the bachelor's program. And before, when I started, there was no bachelor's program. So when I graduated, I was just fulfilled and glad that I could continue my education and just expand. I was telling Lance that I was in a car accident and I broke my hand. It's so phenomenal how I was in the sport rehabilitation. So I was able to do the treatment on myself, and Lance was there to guide me and help me out, along with his students in practice, releasing all the fluids and just getting my hand back to recovery stage. With that, I just love Fremont College. They have helped me throughout everything. They got me a job at massage envy. Everything has been because of Fremont College.
My second choice was any massage therapies, physical therapy aid program out there. I just wanted to apply and get back into the school mode. So I had a coworker who graduated from Fremont College in the SRT program. He said, you will love it. You will thrive there. They know everybody's name. They are dedicated to you. They don't necessarily hold your hand, but they give you what you need and you put in the effort and that's what you walk away with. That's it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Lunchtime, I went online, I looked it up, put my name in the little thing. I didn't want to put in my phone number, but they wouldn't let me exit it until I put my phone number. So I'm like, okay, fine. I was kind of hoping if I put in my house phone number, I can get away with it, and they could just email me the information, but put in my cell phone number. 4 hours later, I'm walking out of work, tired, exhausted, and I get a call from Elaine, who's an admissions advisor, and she was, hi, Sarah, I see you are interested in the sports rehabilitation program and the massage therapy program. I really want to talk to you. I want to sit down with you. I want to discuss when you can come, morning classes, night classes. Let's get this started. I'm like, okay, Elaine, let's pump the brakes. I just want information. She's like, oh no, come in. That's the only way you can see the campus and see if you want to come. I'm like, and she's like, and we can sign you up right then and there. I'm like, I just want info, lady. Like, just send me some stuff in the email. And she's like, no, we're gonna do this. So I set up an appointment, and I signed up right then and there. That same day, we took care of financial aid. We took care of deferment of loans. It was just back to back to back. Everybody was there. Everybody came in. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I'm like, I felt like a superstar. Everyone knew my name. Everyone knew that, okay, this is the program she wants to sign up for. It was instant. And then on the first day too, they know your name already. So it ended up being my second option, but it was, I think, destined to be my first option from the beginning.
Same thing here. I was attending Cerritos, and so I Googled. I've always been into sports and fitness. So I went on Google. I forgot what I Googled, but Fremont was like at the top of the list. So I clicked on there, and same as Sarah, to get more information, I had to put my email and phone number, and I didn't want to put my phone number either, but I had to, so I did. And for me, it took like 20 minutes, and I also got Elaine. So at first I was like, why are you like calling me? That's so weird. So then I answered. She was like super bubbly and friendly, and she said, let's set an appointment. So the first appointment I didn't go because I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. So then she actually called me again. I was like, wow, she's like really interested in like, me coming in. No, it was awesome that she was really interested in like getting me onto the program. So then I finally went, I met with her, and she gave me a tour to the campus, and then she let me know that right here at Fremont, that they learn in different ways, not just like reading, it's all hands-on and just all these type of ways. So I really like that about college. And actually it took me 3 months for me to actually enroll in it, because for me, when I make a decision, I really have to really think about it, and like I like to ask like my peers, like, what do you think about this? I just don't like to get into something just like that. But yeah, then I got into it. This is my second semester, and then I'm an ambassador, and it's awesome. I love it.
I would have to say I went through the same experience as far as, you know, searching on the web, you know, as far as something that pretty much fits my needs, which is, you know, the sports and rehab program. And when I actually put in or search information stating, you know, that's what I'm looking for, some sort of option, it gave me an option with my info as well, and I was hesitating as far as putting in the info as well. But I did it anyway, and I was expecting actually something in the mail. So when I submitted my information, I said, fine, you know, within a few days I'll hopefully get the information, and eventually I'll make my decision as far as what I want to do, whether I want to attend or not. And next thing you know, within, I don't know, I'd say an hour or so, I receive a phone call, and I'm like, who's this? And they're like, well, I heard you was interested in sports and rehab. And I was like, okay. And, you know, I was kind of hesitant because I didn't expect feedback that fast, you know. So pretty much I told them, yeah, I'm interested, and they wanted to set up an appointment to come in the campus, and it was Elaine as well. And she basically said, come in, you know, we could, I could show you around and explain more. And I was like, okay. So pretty much within a few days, we scheduled an appointment to see each other. And she gave me a tour as well. And pretty much I was impressed with the fact that, you know, they had massage tables, and we were able to do hands-on, which is something, like I said, I wasn't looking forward to, but it was a plus. And I felt comfortable, and pretty much went through the process and made it through, and so far I'm here, and hopefully finish strong, like I said, or I will. And my second choice, I would have to say, would be pretty much any school. And I kind of I heard that Cerritos College as well had some sort of program directed in that direction. But I kind of figured that going through the community school or just the college, it would take longer, so I just went with Fremont because it's to the point, and I would get through it faster as well.
I think I indicated how I found out about Fremont College because I had an office in the building. So like some of my peers, I didn't really have a second choice, but I did have a choice between going to school and staying out there. I like to read. I've been in businesses where we read Think and Grow Rich, Magic of Thinking Big, all the success books. And I knew that you didn't necessarily have to have college. Well, a lot of people who have become successful didn't have a degree. But then I evaluated myself. My name is not Bill Gates. So I have to look at my own path, make my own way, and not look at what somebody else has done. So that's what I did. I made a determination. Just because someone else didn't use education, and besides, I had raised a family as an entrepreneur without a degree. So I'd already been there. So now I'm at a different place in my life. I'm not there anymore. So some of the things I did when I was younger, I'm not doing now. This place was the ideal place for me.
Thank you. Really appreciate it, and I wanted advisory board members to meet our students because it's such a rare thing that we would like all the students to come like to the advisory board, but you guys are in class all the time, and you know the board members always have such a big agenda. So thank you so much for joining us. Please have lunch, and you're welcome to stay or go back to your class. Okay, all right. Thanks for being here. You know what? Stay. Just stay picture afterwards. In fact, I have lunch in the state. All right, so we're running a little bit behind, so I'm gonna rock and roll. Talked a little bit about why America needs tiger moms. Because we need a little bit more structure, more discipline, like the way I grew up. And I think, you know, when America has a creativity and so much opportunity, and when we can give a little bit more structure and more care, and we're committed to our students' success, we can really make a huge difference. So what we are doing right now is starting Tiger Scholarship. Tiger Scholarship, our first fundraiser will be whiskey tasting at my place on June 20th. As a lot of you know, I'm kind of like a nonprofit junkie, so I went to another fundraiser for Alliance Schools, and I bought this like 50 people whiskey tasting auction with the best whiskey possible, and it's all like rare cask, and I don't drink. So I figured this will be a really good cause, and we're gonna do our first fundraiser, so June 20th, you all get the invitation. You know, it will be almost like an honor system for the board members. So you guys are welcome to join us. This is the photo shoot that we have done with our Tiger Scholarship Foundation. We have 4 people on the board now. We may move some people from advisory board to our fundraising board, but the fundraising board is run by kind of like Tiger moms. Tony Ko, who was on our board, she sold her NYX cosmetics to L'Oreal for about $500 million. So I told her, like, you have enough money now, so let's start figuring out how to give that away. And so she is on the board, and Nancy Liu, who is the CEO of InPlug. I'm an investor in her company, so I kind of like roped her into coming to the board. And we have a couple others who are also very prominent in the community. These are 3 frameworks that we talked about at our last board meeting. The first, and I'll have our deans come and explain a little bit further of why Fremont College made such a huge difference in our students' lives. And they talk about, you make it so simple and easy. And it's very difficult and complicated to make it simple and easy. You know, the elegant solution is always, it's like making a sausage. You kind of like don't want to see what goes behind it because there's so much going on, and it took us such a long time, and we have changed our curriculum so many times, and some students were really mad at us and the way we teach. But now we're at a point that we have a really good track, and we're starting with some of the prototypes. So Jonathan will come and talk to us a little bit about how we blended and flipped and also personalized our courses. We're vertically integrating all the courses, so we are owning some of the courses that we teach. So there's some exciting movement that's happening in 2015. And we have Jason, who is actually our digital marketing agency director. So grateful that we were finally able to hire him. And all of our marketing and technology board members know that they were out there looking for you. So welcome to Fremont. And then Rob, who is our academic director. These 2 are going to be partners and working together, and that's kind of the prototype that we're moving forward. And we're also buying another school that teaches, I can't say who it is, but who that company is, because we're still under non-disclosure agreement. But it is a company that's 100 years old, and it teaches speech communication and salesmanship, which is very, very important for all of our students. So by unbundling the entire program, because all the universities only give you a bundled program. So students will go to university and they have to take entire 2 years or 4 years of colleges. Otherwise, when they drop out, they become a college dropout, not a graduate. We can actually unbundle each courses so students can learn throughout their entire life. So that's our 3rd framework. So Jonathan can come and talk a little bit about flipped and blended.
So hello everybody. We're going to talk a little bit about flipped and blended classrooms. there are some, when you have an on-ground or an online-only program, there are some consequences of that that might be a negative experience for students. So in an on-ground classroom, there's the inflexibility of the timing. That's why a lot of students choose online, is because when you're on ground, you don't have the flexibility, and that can be very difficult for the working professional who's going to school at the same time. In an online course, on the other hand, that can be a challenge for, and I'm going to take out, I have a couple little talking points, if you don't mind, take out my little notes here. There can be some disconnectedness when it comes to the online classroom. Students tend to work in silos, they don't have the personal interaction with their instructor or with each other, and for some students that can be a challenge. So when you flip and blend the classroom, it's creating the hybrid approach. And if we look here, you can see that the thrust of the model is that in a flipped classroom, instead of the instructor performing the role of being the sage on the stage, they become the guide on the side. So in a traditional on-ground classroom, the instructor is providing lecture, and then the students go home and do their applied learning activities. They're doing their homework, they're doing their written assignments, they're potentially taking their quizzes. I mean, often that's at home, but other graded kind of activities are happening at home versus in the classroom. Whereas in the flipped model, the didactic instruction is occurring online through the use of different media forms. The students will do that instruction prior to coming to class, and then when they're in the classroom, they're working with the instructor as a guide to work on their graded activities. That could be project or group work, it can be independent work with the students all there together, but the point is they've absorbed the instruction prior to coming to class. That allows us to make that instruction very consistent because it's being offered online, and then in the classroom they work on those graded activities. And we find, in an online-only classroom, a lot of our challenge is getting 100% participation in all of the activities. Interestingly, studying data from many terms now, many classes, many programs over the course of time, you see that the A students will attempt practically every assignment. I've seen in some classes where it's 94%, 99%, looking at the percentage of activities that are graded and what percentage of those the A students actually make an attempt of doing. Whereas the students who fail the class often will have tried less than 25% of those activities. In the flipped classroom model, with students on campus to do that graded work, they're focused, they're in a disciplined atmosphere, and they have the instructor or a facilitator nearby while they work on those graded activities. And the consequence that we aim for is increased participation, increased attendance, and ultimately better grades and pass rates and better retention. So, in the blending learning model, you start out in that top corner and you have the media-rich online instruction that they're doing from home, they're doing from Starbucks, they're doing from whatever. Oh, 1 minute, okay, I gotta rush through. So, they do their instruction from home. Graded participants, so the activities that are graded they're doing in the classroom in conjunction with or replaced by, depending on the program, the real-world working experience, for example, within our agency, digital marketing agency, and finally it's important that we provide individualized and group mentoring. So, media-rich instruction, we aim to create really compelling online instructional coursework. So we're making use of either internally created or licensed content that's in the form of interactive slideshows, videos, graphics, podcasts, and we curate the best experience we can from a variety of sources. I see a camera going up, so if you want to take, you got it, okay, good. Oops. Okay, and finally, for learning by doing, the students are doing their online coursework. What you're seeing here is kind of the model that the digital agency is built around, where students will do that instruction and the discussion boards and a number of other activities they're doing in the online environment, whether from home or in the flipped classroom model. Of course, they have that, primarily we're hoping that they do it in the classroom. And then they'll do their externship at the agency. And there's a weekly roundtable which focuses the work, provides students the feedback they need, and creates the framework for their projects. And our intent is to provide this model across our other programs through businesses that we either own completely or own in partnership for other programs such as a gym or spa within our sports therapy program. for us to create those business environments and have ownership in those business environments so that students, as part of their program, they can be working in a real world context for the entirety of their program. And right now we've piloted our first real flipped kind of classroom with our associate capstone course, and students have scheduled time on campus. It's traditionally been an online class. We're hybridizing it, as you say, I would say. We schedule time on campus 3 days a week for them to do their work. They come to school to do their discussions, assignments, journals, and quizzes. Our preliminary results are pretty positive in terms of increasing the attendance and the percent of activities they're attempting. I know I sped through all of that, so I hope that wasn't too fast.
Great. Thank you so much. It's funny that Jonathan has so much data. He knows exactly what students are doing at every single minute and what actually faculty is doing every single minute, and tells me what's going on in the classroom. And what's great about this flipped classroom model is we can see the progress of students. Like if we're here, I actually don't know how much you're comprehending and what you're thinking. But if we put all of you on the computer and make that into the learning to be online, and I know exactly what page you're at and how much time you're spending and what interests you, what doesn't interest you. And Jonathan has all of that data all the time and just looks at it, and we measure our student experience and student success constantly. Our next framework is very interesting, our digital marketing. I want to bring in Jason and Rob here because they're kind of like working in conjunction with each other. So Rob is in charge of the education side and Jason is in charge of the agency side, and we're doing the digital marketing, and our students are actually learning from Rob and working for Jason. So they're going to explain a little bit about what they're doing here.
So what you see here is the new website, right? That's always exciting. Anytime you have a new website redesign, it's exciting. But what makes this even more special for us is this is project number 1 for our vertically integrated education. So, yeah. I'll explain a little more here. I'm actually going to give you a visual of that session happening.
Let's show the website here.
So this is a look at, so that's the video background. As you can tell, if you've been on the old website, strong difference. This is our current website. It's good, but as you can tell on the new site, it's a whole different approach. And we have our students, some helping with the idea extraction, thinking about some visuals as well, some of the pictures that we're adding to it. This is still in process. And then we're taking photos, as you saw outside, for our PAC members.
And we can see Tom's face in there.
There you go.
And everyone else's face, and Brent. Right. Oh, exactly, you have the same shirt on, and then we're gonna be online.
So this is just the home page. Now mind you, we still have the other pages, but that's where we get the students involved, right? We're super excited. We're looking at that launch date of June. The students are going through their courses right now. So essentially what's happening is the students will learn online, and then I'll meet with them in person and walk them into our actual department to make sure that what they're learning in their learning objectives, I'll communicate with that with Jason. So those are the tasks that they're performing on site. So they'll serve as an apprentice to one of the team members, mirror, shadow them what they're actually doing, and then Jordan will talk through what he's doing in his task to make sure that they understand. And then we give the student an opportunity to offer some feedback as well, and then get dirty too, hands-on. But we need to make sure that the learning objectives align with their actual tasks. That's the challenge, and then being able to do as many students as possible is going to be a challenge moving forward, but that's why you guys are here. We get to get some feedback from you. But this is happening in real life now for us, so we're super excited.
Thank you. And also for our sports therapy program, which is also really a big program, we are looking at building a spa with a clinic that Brent and I talked about doing silent disco for the fitness area, as well as one other curriculum that we're developing is group massage, synchronized massage. So instead of going into each spas, we can do meditation and synchronized massage. So students can learn all the techniques before they go out, but they actually have the massage therapist experience. So when Massage Andy and Burke Williams, when you guys get our students, not only they have a 2 years degree, but they have actually worked at the spa for 2 years. All right, Jason?
So hello everyone, I know you've heard a bit about the role that I'm filling in prior meetings. This is the first one that I'm joining. I'm actually only on my 3rd week here with Fremont College, so getting used to everyone, getting used to the new role. So quickly, you heard a little bit about me before, kind of the icebreaker with the karaoke, but I've been in search marketing for over 7 years, so I'll be working closely with Rob on this program moving forward. So with that said, I want to quickly give you just a little bit of an overview of at least what we're planning right now. You've heard some from Jonathan, some from Rob, but essentially what it comes down to is students through the marketing program will be exposed to all different elements of marketing, digital marketing, placing pixels and scripts. So what they're learning in the classroom with Rob and our faculty, they'll eventually come to me and actually have real world examples to work on. So right now our first client is Fremont College, and that's what we're going to be using moving forward. So there's a lot of changes we're making with the website right now. Rob's already mentioned that. And eventually we're going to have other clients that we're working on as well. We're working on maintaining those right now, some through Dr. K's connections, through connections that I also have, and also our website's going to help generate those leads. And we'll really be able to kind of sell that value proposition of, hey, students are actually going to be learning and working on your accounts. So that's something that's very exciting.
And Elfina, actually, sorry to call you out while she's eating, but is our marketing student who's like working and just became a mascot for everything. So she's a real world example here.
Exactly, the first one. So really the hope is at the end of the day that the students that go through this program, they'll have real life experience of actually doing these things. I know when I started in search marketing back in the Boston area, at an agency out there, I didn't know anything about digital marketing. And back in 2007, 2008, it wasn't something that was super common yet. You really had to go start an agency to really learn those things. So they'll be attaining those skills now through Fremont. And to be able to help them is once they finally get started outside of this program.
So we have an entire team that we hired for digital marketing agency here. So Jason and Jordan is total rock star. He is one person who kind of writes me back at midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, so he's like my nighttime pen pal. And Ara does a lot of our website landing pages and also back office functions and back-end programming there. And Rob, you met, and then Vincente, another really rock star videographer who has done just amazing job. What was really interesting is he's got everybody else's photos except his. So we had no photo of Vincente, so I told him, why don't you go and take a picture right now so we can put it in the slides. And I mean, like in 2 seconds, you've done a great job for yourself. All right, and we're looking for a graphic designer. So if you have any leads, Scott, please let us know. We're still looking. One last program that I want to quickly mention is our International Students Program. We've really kind of concentrated in very geo-marketed areas, and we hired Erica, come on out, and to be our Director of International Programs, and you can tell us very quickly about what you're doing.
Good afternoon now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me 2 minutes of your time. I know how valuable that is, and I'll be only 90 seconds long, I promise. I rehearsed it many, many times. We designed our program, named it, and submitted for approval, and we are waiting for the response from the ACCSSC, and after that we will be submitting to state approval. So we are looking at the timeline between end of June to mid-July. Excuse me. I apologize. So once that is done, we'll be recruiting international students actively, locally who are already in the United States, and also the international students who would like to come to the United States to study. So we have been endeavoring some marketing efforts for the past 3 months. One is to reaching out or locating international students recruiting agencies. And second one is to work with the professional organizations who are putting together different parties of entities working together in the ESL market. And the third one is to work with coordinators of different regions around the world, working with the different foreign governments, providing foreign students and scholarship programs. That's what we've been doing. And once that program is launched, of course, ESL program is going to provide a pathway to great Fremont degree programs. And once they graduate, as many of you are waiting for Fremont graduates, we will be working to give you some positive numbers to your candidacies. So that is what's going on. And my closing for 15 seconds, there's a world of difference between those who speak English and those who don't. And that apparent world is called gap. And that is when Fremont comes in to fill the gap between the classroom and the real world environment. So I look forward to giving more updates in the near future. Thank you very much and bid your good afternoon.
So Erica has been very busy building ESL programs and also putting the marketing program together to move forward for our international expansion. Previously, we've had a lot of international students, but Fremont College has always kind of focused more on the geo-targeted LA and Cerritos areas, so we're very excited about the international expansion. So just have any quick discussions, feedback, or any questions you may have before we go into the breakout sessions. We're a few minutes late for the breakout sessions, so if you don't have, do we have anyone missing with the photos and bios and our, as you know, we're redoing our website, so what we would do is we'll send you what we have. So if you don't like the photo and the bio that you have, please let us know. So Brent, if you want to just give me different t-shirts. Our graduation is coming up on June 6th at 11:30. It's always, June 6th is our graduation at 12 o'clock. And if you can make it, this is one time of the year that you really don't want to miss. And if you can please let us know, what we do is whoever can come out of our PAC members, we would like you to give an award to our student. So we will be assigning you with our students if you can make it. Please let me or Vantana know, assistant@sabrinak.com. Or SK, 2 letters, @sabrinak.com. And if you can let us know, we would really appreciate it. June 6th at noon, Wilshire Bell Theater. That's where pretty much a lot of our PAC members are there, and all of our students and their families are there. The next PAC meeting is in Cerritos campus, September 16th at 11:30. Somehow, I know it's geographically more inconvenient for a lot of the PAC members to go to Cerritos, but we have a bigger turnout in Cerritos. So it's always a little strange, but we'll have our next PAC meeting on September 16th.